When we were all kids, we all had a childhood superhero, a character we looked up to, and they were your absolute favorite. Mine was Sonic the Hedgehog. My parents have always been hardcore into games, so as expected, I grew up around them. It wasn't until about 4 years when I was really introduced to them. It all started with Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on the Nintendo GameCube, my very first game ever. Little did I know, that game would change my life forever. I wanted to make this video as sort of a personal documentary talking about my passion for the series. People are always telling me that it's just a kid's game and that I'm too old to like them and that they're all bad, but I don't see it that way. I have a strong connection to these games. I know the Sonic series has suffered from massive amounts of turmoil for over a decade, but to me, they're a big part of my life. Not only because I enjoy the games, but for much more. What was it about this anthropomorphic rodent creature that captivated me so much? The answer to that is based on what Sonic's character is all about.
Wow, that's a pretty snazzy performance there. I'm Sonic! Sonic the Hedgehog!
Sonic's character was always portrayed to be a cocky, cool, laid-back guy. His easygoing attitude is what made him Sonic. You can watch this very first cutscene of the hero story in Sonic Adventure 2, and you'll have a perfect understanding of what Sonic was intended and should be.
Sigma Alpha 2 heading due south over the city. We're en route. Everything's a go.
This is Control Tower. We have you on radar. Report cargo status of captured Hedgehog aboard. Over.
That's a 10-4. Cargo secured on board and... What?
Didn't
The
copy
Hedgehog
that.
is
Over.
gone. He's taken out everyone aboard and...
What's wrong?
What in the
Come
world?
in. Over.
Freeze! What do you think you're doing? Get that Hedgehog!
Talk about low-budget flights, no food or movies. I'm out of here. I like running better. Yeah!
As a child, this cutscene made me all giddy and left me speechless as to how a character could be so cool. Even now, it's one of my favorite cutscenes in the Sonic series, and heck, it's an iconic cutscene in video game history. I've never seen a character with such a cool guy act at the time. I played other games, but this one was different. It had this feeling that I never got out of any other games at the time. And I was hooked. Seeing the stage title card telling you to escape from military pursuit, and seeing Sonic then falling out of the sky only to hit the ground as soon as the music kicks up, was an experience like no other. Boarding really quickly down the streets, performing tricks on stunt ramps, and grinding on rails at high speeds was truly enamoring. I played the heck out of Sonic Adventure 2, beat it countless of times, put countless hours into the Chow Garden, and even the multiplayer with my older brother. It is my favorite Sonic game of all time. The story was dark, action-packed, and intense. The rivalry between Sonic and Shadow is iconic. Seeing Sonic's cool attitude shine when being serious is one of the coolest things ever. The final boss fight was impactful, as Sonic and Shadow put their differences aside and worked together to save the planet and defeat the Bio-Lizard, all while the game's main theme, Live and Learn, plays in the background to motivate the player.
Yeah! Take that, you creep! Shadow, are you okay? Here I come, you creep!
Shadow's backstory was heartbreaking. He lost the only person close to him because she sacrificed herself for him to continue living, causing him to want revenge on the human race, only to realize she wanted Shadow to live and learn to love the world just as she loved him.
Shadow, I beg of you, please, do
Maria!
it for me. For all the people on that planet. Sayonara, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Maria! For the people of this planet, I promise you. Revenge! Chaos Control! Maria, this is what you wanted, right? This is my promise I made to you.
Where he proceeded to sacrifice his own life to save the world. A truly tear-jerking scene, and to see all the characters lamenting over the loss of Shadow, concluded with the very bittersweet scene of Sonic saying goodbye to Shadow the Hedgehog.
What's the matter, Sonic?
Oh, it's nothing. Come on, let's go home! To the planet as cool and blue as me! Sayonara, Shadow the Hedgehog.
This game is a masterpiece, not only in its story, but its gameplay and music. Sonic Adventure 2's music is amazing across the board, thanks to Jun Sonoe's work. The songs for each stage fit so perfectly, such as Green Forest, as its upbeat theme gives a player a sense of urgency as they're speeding through a forest on an island that's about to blow up. I recommend checking out Zoom Zyke's video on Green Forest as he dives deep into how the music sets the setting perfectly. I can go on and on about this game, but I think it's time to move on. After I played Sonic Adventure 2, I decided to go back and play the other Sonic games, such as Sonic Adventure DX and the classics via Gems Collection and Mega Collection. While I loved the classics, I was never able to beat them until I got older as they were a bit too tough for me. Now I absolutely love the classics, with Sonic 2 being my favorite of the bunch. I think it was that final cutscene that really sold it to me. Sonic CD was my favorite as well, with its vibrant colors and amazing soundtrack. I can go on about Sonic CD as well, but I previously made a video on it. I recommend checking that out. After playing the classics, I understood what made Sonic Sonic. Just the opening screen alone of the very first Sonic game is all anyone really needs to know. Sonic appears with a cool smirk on his face, wagging his finger at you, as if saying, "Come on, let's get going." His idle sprites show his attitude, as he gets tired of waiting and wants to move on. Sonic games continue to build up on his attitude, which is what I loved. After playing the classics and the current games of the time, I was all caught up with the series. I started collecting Sonic action figures, comics, plushies, and so much more. I had my own Sonic the Hedgehog themed Christmas tree, and I have these pair of Sonic shoes that I made when I was like 9. And fun fact about these, around the time when I made them, there was actually a picture of my shoes up on the wall in the Sega office. Pretty cool, right? I drew Sonic the Hedgehog all the time, and I would replay all the older games. All that was left for me at the time was to wait for the newer games to come out. And that's where everything went downhill. Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, or aka Sonic 06, released and completely tarnished Sonic's name and was bombarded with terrible reviews from critics and many internet personalities alike. It's now known as the worst Sonic game of all time. Is it really the worst though? When I first played 06, I really liked it. I can admit it has a lot of major flaws and glitches, but it's nowhere near the worst Sonic game of all time. All that I loved about Sonic was intact in this game. His attitude, speed, amazing music, darker story, cool new side characters. What was there to hate? Now I can look back at the game and see how much of a disaster it was, but 6-year-old me had a blast with it, and I can still enjoy it to this day. The horrible reputation of Sonic 06 has made it a norm to trash on Sonic, as it was the thing everyone was doing at the time. The media started a negative buzz around Sonic that they unfortunately still haven't lived up.
There's one thing you should know about Sonic Unleashed before spending your hard-earned money on it. It's a big piece of garbage. Big piece of garbage. Indeed, it's games like this that make reviewers rethink their lives. The daytime sections aren't perfect by any means, the jump button can be fatally unresponsive at times, and it's just a lot of trial and error gameplay that can get a little bit repetitive after a while.
At least good.
You didn't like any of the Sonic the Hedgehogs?
There are no good Sonic the Hedgehog games. They fooled us all.
I actually agree with Justin on this one.
Okay. I think we're at the
Real
point
talk.
where we need to admit that this was never really a great franchise.
Nope.
And that actually there.
Sonic was never good.
Yeah,
It was a 25-year lie.
Yes.
After all the hate the franchise was receiving, I still loved it. I would still go back and play the games over and over again. Sonic the Hedgehog was my role model when I was younger. I wanted to be just like him. He was always looking for what others' best interest was, and was most concerned about the well-being of others, while being a little cocky and cool about it. I've always loved seeing him help others, and he is always about working together to achieve the best possible outcome. No matter how much he endures, he always gets back up. He fights his own battles with a positive attitude and a smirk on his face, and believes in the power of teamwork. Now, I know how cheesy it sounds, but little me grew so fond of this attitude, which is probably what attached me to him at such a young age. Sonic has his own theme songs in all the games, and they honestly fit him perfectly. Popular American rock singer Tony Harnell from the heavy metal band TNT is the vocalist for Sonic's theme, It Doesn't Matter. Backed by Jun Sonoe's mastercraft of guitar work, make fantastic songs for Sonic about how it doesn't matter what happens because Sonic will never give up the fight.
It doesn't matter now what happens, I will never give up the fight. There is no way I will run away from all of my friends. As long as the voice inside me says go, I will always keep on running. There is no way to stop me from going to the very top. It doesn't matter who is wrong or who is right.
In one of the latest songs from Sonic Forces, Douglas Robb sings,
Together we can show the world what we can do. You are next to me and I'm next to you. Pushing on through until the battle's won. No one's gonna give something to us. Into each other we put our trust. Standing united after the fight.
Sonic won't let others risk their safety to fight his fights because he's strong enough to tackle them on his own. The end of Sonic Heroes has all the characters team up to fight Metal Overlord, and that final cutscene gave me chills, along with the final cutscene in Sonic Adventure DX, where all the characters brought Sonic a Chaos Emerald to help him defeat Perfect Chaos. There are so many cutscenes to this day that shows Sonic has that attitude that I've always loved of wanting to help others, and it's shown in Sega's latest works from Sonic Forces and even Sonic Colors Rise of the Wisps.
Beat us to it. When the problem seems too big to solve on your own, do what you can. And maybe ask for a little help from your friends, right?
Sonic games are very well known for their phenomenal soundtracks, and for as long as I can remember, I've been humming various themes since I was little, which is another reason I love this series. Because no matter how bad the games are, the music is consistently good. The songs in these games fill me with so much emotion. I've gone the past 16 years of my 20 years listening to this series' music evolve. From chiptune music to rock bands to fully orchestrated themes, and they make me feel a range of emotions, even sadness with Dear My Friend and Light of Hope. Sega knows how impactful the series' music is, so recently for Sonic's 30th anniversary, they hosted a Sonic Symphony livestream, which had me tearing up. Hearing the evolution of music I've known for so long beautifully performed by a massive orchestra filled me with so many childhood memories with these games. A medley of Sonic the Hedgehog on the Genesis, all the way to a medley of Sonic Colors Ultimate songs. made me want to shed tears of joy. And by the time the orchestra was done, I had to dry my eyes. Then, I was surprised by the amazing remixes of Reach for the Stars and Speak With Your Heart. The emotion I felt when I heard the piano play the first few notes of Reach for the Stars, I just can't explain. I felt my eyes watering and I was filled with so much joy. That made me lose it. When I heard the remix of Endless Possibility by special guest Nate Wants to Battle, I overjoyed because that song is my favorite vocal track and has a very poor representation in Sonic media now. Crush 40 came in and I was taken back. Their rock band songs made me feel young again and took me to the very moment I beat my very first Sonic game. Their finale was Live and Learn from Sonic Adventure 2, their very first Sonic game I've ever played and beat.
No matter where you are around the world, I want you to sing it along with me. It goes like this.
I was in tears. I've never felt this much emotion from a piece of media ever. For a little blue hedgehog that runs fast to make me feel like this, along with thousands of other people, is truly special. I love the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise, and I can't really see myself stopping anytime soon. Sonic games are very comforting to play and are almost therapeutic for me. If I'm upset or sad, I'll play some Sonic games to help me get my mind off of things. It helps me feel a lot better. Sonic games are a big part of my life, and nothing anyone says about me being too old or him being a kid's character will stop me from liking this franchise that has made me who I am today. So, as long as Sonic keeps on running, I'll keep on following. Here's to 30 years, Sonic.